Well, we are your House Rules team of ladies, and part of the reason we started this was because we found that there's a lot of times that you are interested in looking at a board game, but maybe you don't know all of what it's got for you.
Or the mechanics, like what is drafting? Or what is a competitive marketplace? You know, some of those terms that they use are a little difficult to understand if you're new to gaming.
Right.
Or sometimes the back of the box on a game will tell you what the theme is, or what, without really explaining what you're going to be doing. It'll just explain photos and things revolving around the storyline of the game and not anything to do with how it works.
Right. And I don't know if you have a bunch of gamers in your life, but if you do and you ask them how to play a game, typically they explain how to play a game by describing other games in that same category. Well, that's not helpful if you don't know anything about gaming. And so we're trying to break down some of that and be able to help you decide whether or not you would like it. House Rules came out of a really long evening I had with my brother when I was at home in Texas visiting a game store. I'm walking around the store and I hear this couple and they're standing there and they're looking at a box and they can't decide if they want the game and they know nothing about it. And so an employee from that store walks up and starts trying to talk to them about this game, but they're obviously some kind of Magic the Gathering player, and that's why they're there. They know nothing about board games. So I interrupt the conversation because I'm an extrovert and I am comfortable doing that. So I interrupt and say, oh, I know about that game, and so I start telling them about the mechanics and how it works. And they were grateful. My brother and I moved on through the aisles, and then it happened again. Another employee knows nothing about these games, and this is a huge game store. And so my brother and I start talking, and he's like, you actually have a lot of board game knowledge. Maybe you should do something about that and share this with somebody. So I was like, hey, Shar, do you want to do a YouTube channel with me about board games?
And I was all like, yeah, that's a great idea. Except the only problem is you and I like the same kind of games.
Oh, we do like a lot of the same kind of games.
Oh, but I do know someone who also likes games, and she's a girl. I'll call her.
Okay.
Hey Naomi, do you want to do a YouTube channel with Rose and I all about board games?
Board games? I like board games.
I know. So that's kind of how House Rules was born. Eventually, our plan is that you will recognize the kind of games that each of us enjoy, and that you'll be able to associate your likes with one of ours. That way, if you're watching an episode and you always enjoy the kinds of games that Rose enjoys, or Naomi, or myself, and we rate them highly, that you will probably also enjoy those games.
Right.
And we like games.
We do.
We like games. And there are a few games that all of us really enjoy, and then you can be sure it's just an overall great game.
Hi, I'm Naomi, and I'm a gamer. I like board games. Board games are actually kind of a big part of my life. My fiance actually proposed to me here at Adventure Games using Seven Wonders Duel to hide the ring in, which was kind of like amazing. I also am a knitter in my spare time, and I have been known to knit board game related things. Yay, Catan! My favorite type of game is definitely a higher strategy. I don't like a lot of luck, and I don't like a lot of stabbing in the back, or I have no poker face. Let's just put it that way. I have no poker face at all. So games with a lot of bluffing, or if you're a hidden traitor, those ones don't like.
All right. Hi everyone, I'm Shar. My husband and I own Adventure Games in Oshkosh, and that's pretty much what got me into gaming, was meeting my husband. I played a little bit in college, but it was mostly mainstream games, a little bit of Catan, a little bit of Ticket to Ride, but for the most part, opening the game store introduced me to this whole crazy world of board games, miniatures, role-playing, the whole 9 yards. So I wasn't really much of a gamer before then, but I've grown to really enjoy it, and now I will game whenever possible, which is not all that often, to be honest, with running the store, but any chance I get, I'll definitely dive into a game. My favorite games are cooperative games or like a resource management strategy type game. I really enjoy Carcassonne or a little bit of Catan. Ticket to Ride is really fun, so probably Euro games. I'm not really a like fighting style gamer. I'd rather collect resources or earn my own victory points rather than attacking someone else.
Excellent. Hi, I'm Rose. I am a lifetime gamer. I started playing board games from Candyland all the way up with my family. I've played lots of card games. I'm a role player. I like to think that I can paint miniatures. So I have a lot of gaming in my life, and that was part of why I ended up finding these ladies and we started doing this. So games that I like pretty high strategy games that have a luck element. So if it's pure strategy, that's no fun for me. I like there to be a little bit of variety in it. I like to be able to mess with people if I choose to or not. It kind of depends on my mood, but I do like a lot of resource management and common marketplaces where you're kind of competing for resources out in the world. I really like those kind of games.
So let us help you by helping us. Tell us below in the comments what type of games you're confused about or if you'd like to see us try to cover them.
Yeah. Thanks.
Bye-bye.